Burr! Did you feel that? When an icy wind hits you, look down at your bare arms. See those tiny bumps popping up everywhere? Those are goosebumps. Our bodies still produce them today, even though the original purpose of this reflex has largely faded away. These aren't an illness or a sign of something wrong. They are a normal biological function. To find out where they come from, we have to look much closer. We need to shrink way down. Let's dive right into the surface of the skin and explore this up close. At this scale, we can observe the microscopic machinery located just beneath the surface that drives the entire process. Take a look at this single giant hair shaft. While your body is warm, the hair rests flat against the skin. Attached to the follicle base is a microscopic muscle called the erector pili. When your body detects cold, a signal makes this muscle squeeze, pulling the hair straight up. The follicle base pushes the skin upward, forming a goosebump. The scientific name for this is piloerection. It comes from the Latin pilo, for hair, and erection for standing straight up. Every goosebump on your arm is the result of thousands of these tiny hidden muscles performing a synchronized upward pull. While this happens to humans, we need to look at the wider animal kingdom to see why the body developed this ability in the first place. In animals, this is a vital defense. When a cat feels threatened, its fur stands on end, making it appear much larger to intimidate predators. Porcupines use this same reflex to deploy their quills, which are actually thick, modified hairs, locking them into a defensive, upright position. This diagram shows how the reflex helps animals survive the cold. The upright hairs trap a layer of warm, insulating air against the skin, acting like a thick, built-in coat. For furry animals, piloerection is a functional tool for maintaining body heat and deterring threats. Returning to humans, we have a clear mismatch. We don't have the thick fur needed for this reflex to actually keep us warm or make us look larger. The reason we still have this reflex lies with our ancestors. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, early humans possessed thick coats of body hair. As humans evolved and lost that thick fur, the internal biology, the tiny muscles and the nervous system triggers remained in place. Today, your goosebumps are a leftover evolutionary reflex. It is a biological survival trick that stayed with us long after we lost the fur that made it useful. Quiz time. What is the name of the tiny part that pulls the hair up? It's a muscle. Which animals did we mention that puff up their fur for safety? Cats and porcupines. And what is the fancy science word for goosebumps? Piloerection. If you got those right, you've mastered the science of goosebumps. Subscribe to the channel to join the crew for our next adventure. Remember, goosebumps are caused by tiny muscles. They help furry animals stay warm, and they are a reflex we kept from our ancestors. Ask a grown-up if they remember getting goosebumps during a cold day or a scary movie. Does it happen to them as often as it happens to you? Now you know why your hair stands up, but why do you get wrinkly fingers when you're in the pool? Tap right here to find out.